Hey everybody, my name is Wallace. I'm a freaky looking dude, vampire, and this series is dedicated to spreading vampire awareness. I worked today, kept reading a book, played some video games, ate some SpaghettiOs. I like SpaghettiOs; they're good. Shout out to SpaghettiOs. Um, so I don't know. Don't really know what to talk about besides just my feelings. I guess it's just gonna be a therapy video. Um, got a lot of feelings inside. I think in some ways I'm doing a good job. In some ways I'm not really sticking to my plan, so to speak. Like my plan is to become more evil, but I'm just like going around helping people, and like I realize you need to help people in order to like then they help you. You know what I mean? That's like a fair thing, right? Makes sense. But like today, I realized that like just by people being nice and sharing experiences and being a part of other people's lives in certain ways and getting to see certain things, that I can grow from that. But honestly, that's not the point. Like I feel like I'm growing so quickly that there's just not enough time to rest. It's just like I feel like a marathon runner, you know? You ever see those marathon runners and it's like near the end of the race and they're or halfway through the race and they're just like, yeah, whatever. I've gone past the beginning stage, gone past my body, the pain, I'm just kind of doing it. I don't really want to run anymore, but I'm built for running. I've trained for this. I'm just keep on running. I feel like a marathon runner, but yeah, I'm getting kind of tired, honestly. I know it sounds kind of bad, but to me it sounds bad, like something you shouldn't say. But I'm getting kind of tired of doing good, like doing well in my life. It's like things are going so well, like just talking to people, and I can just relationships just like skyrocketing, with different people going out of their way to do things. They're just like, yeah, buddy, and I'm just like, woo. You see a group of people, that you've had an impact on, and they're just like, woo. And I'm like, yeah, let's go team. And I'm like totally not part of the team at all, but like, they're like, in some weird way, they've like invited me into their team. And I just like look at someone and like, hey there, and they're like, woo. It's like I just like improved their life and like established their captain of their team, and it's like, oh my goodness, it's like like all it takes. I'm not even like joking around, but like a group of people, and maybe I've seen them once or twice or whatever, and there's like this one guy, and the one guy's unsure, but he's like, walking around, with his chest puffed out or whatever, and he like realizes like everybody knows I'm an alpha male, an alpha dude, a leader. All it takes is for me to go, hey man, have a good day. He's like, I was right. I wasn't sure about me being the leader of the team, but I have just been addressed by so and so, and you have just confirmed my beliefs in myself. I'm gonna go home, think about things. I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow morning, run a mile, crack a couple raw eggs into a drink, drink it, even though it tastes nasty. I've never done this before. I'm gonna try new things. I'm gonna ask this girl out. I'm gonna return home to my family, speak to my family, and tell them of my great deeds. Then I'm gonna come back here. I'm gonna lead this team. I'm gonna do all of this. like, it's that crazy. Um, I do feel like I, I do feel. I think the proper term is godlike, because like to be able to do that and change a person's life, like that's literally life changing. It is. Like, I know from experience, just like if giving that person that confidence boost to where they like change their life for the better, and they start like doing things on their own, and they're just like it's you're changing people's lives, you know. And it's it's doing something to me mentally and psychologically, besides all the growth I feel inside, you know. Like it it's affecting me, and I don't want to say it's making me look at life in a kind of like a not not how do I say this? It's like I'll just say it frankly, you know, like I'm getting kind of like a shitty outlook on life, in a way that I'm just like, dude, all I did was just say hi to you, and I could see the effect, and like, you know, I know that, you know, you're like a changed man now. You know, like it I don't know like why that gives me a shitty outlook on life, and I know that I just feel like that's the proper way to say it. But I don't know why it's doing that to me, but it's like I feel like there should be more to it. Like there should be more to life. Like there should be like a thing. Like you should like to get these. Like I'm starting to understand. Like I have a very advanced knowledge of leadership at this point. I feel like, more so than most leaders. I would think that's a fair statement, and I think I'm telling the truth. Um, and with that, um, life is getting a lot easier. Is basically what I'm saying, and I don't like that in certain respects, because I'm starting to understand life much better. But I don't like how life is. Like I don't like that. I feel like it should be like a different kind of video game. Saying life is like a video game. Well, it's just in terms, that's a term that I would understand and other people would understand. It's like you should like life should be like where you're going to school. I know this is extremely ironic that I'm saying this, but I think this needs to be said. You should go to school, go to college, get a degree, get married, you know, start a side business, make your house, get a house, make it beautiful, and then, you know, go run a marathon and write a book. And through that process, you should evolve as a human being and be your best, greatest self. Like, doesn't that sound like that's kind of how it should be? But like, and that's how it's like, but no, no. To be a person's greatest self, I just got to talk to him. You got to find a leader, and the leader will mentor you or talk to you, or a celebrity will come up and give you a high five and give you that confidence boost. And the next day, you wake up and you're a different changed person. Like I don't get it. Like it I don't understand. Like it's so silly. To me it's so silly. Um but life, in contrast to what I think it should be, like how can it be as easy as someone being a powerful person coming up and shaking your hand? It can't be, right? There shouldn't be any kind of like thing about that. It should just be a thing, just like from any other person, right? Wouldn't that make sense? No. And it's like, well, if that's the case, let's just get a bunch of celebrities and powerful people shaking everybody's hands and just working on each other and getting everybody to grow and do great things. Why aren't we doing that? I don't know. Like, I know it sounds dumb, but simply put, from my experience of growing, you know, people, it's good for people, and people are desperate for it. Like, so like when like I get done with work and I'm like walking around, I see someone, I could read them. I even know what like stage of development they're at and what, or like for the day, it's like very obvious. Like someone's just like, I'm like, I just know what to do. Like I just know what to say to them. Like 90% of the time, like what to do or not, like what to say or what not to say. And it just like completely changed. You can see that like there's like a deep appreciation. It's like holding a door open for somebody at the right time, and it's like changes a person. It's like it's not so much. I realize one of the greatest things about being a leader, the greatest skill, is to be able to read a situation. If you're able to understand and read, and then know, kind of like a doctor in a way, and then know what's ailing a person, what's bothering them, and then and then you do the proper, you do the next right thing, and the answer, they produce the answer. The result is what they produce from that. And I don't know. Like obviously, I don't really care too much about money. You know, it's really just about people. I could say that like, hey, I'm trying to. Sometimes I joke around. I'm like, oh, I'm trying to do a bunch of good stuff so I can go to heaven. But like the reality is like, just it's. I feel like a battlefield medic. I feel like a medic, really. Like somebody you see like during war times, just like walk around, see someone with a broken leg and like tries to get a splint on that leg, or see someone like with a severe injury and trying to like help them, stabilize so they don't, uh, you know, perish. And that's basically what I feel like I'm doing. Um, there's no real rhyme or reason to it besides, there's no real rhyme or reason to it. But the result of giving back and helping people is that I'm just like growing like crazy. Um, I've got all this like positive energy, you know. Um, I have a surplus of like what some people talk about like positive karma. Well, but like, I'm not necessarily sure I believe in that, but I've got like this surplus of that. and of I am getting tired of growing. I feel almost like I can just see it in my face. I'm just like I feel like you ever see those monsters in movies where they're just like there's like an evil scientist and the evil scientist is just like there's just like this one experiment where the evil scientist is just like yes, get more powerful, and just working on it's like a this specimen, like this like poor creature that's just like I'm not what I'm supposed to be, it's just like this poor creature is just like this powerful monster, and he's just like evolving constantly. It's just like you just see the look in that creature's face. It's just like I definitely I don't know. I feel that. I know I'm just whining and complaining. And I know that so many freaking people appreciate me and what I'm doing. Um, and I'm starting to do more like advanced things. I realize, um, but I don't know. I like to think that at the end of the day, I can just go home and block things out. But I feel all this like spiritual energy inside of me, and like I'm just tired. I don't think tired is the right word. I think I'm just fed up. Like I'm fed up with feeling good. I don't know if that's a thing. But I am feeling good, but like that's not my norm. Like I feel like my old norm is just like feeling terrible, you know, being super negative and defeated. And now I'm just like, oh, just help another person. Oh, just helped another person. Oh, another person. Oh, might as well help another person. It's like that, you know. But I mentioned this in another this feeling in another part of this feeling that I'm describing in another video where I'm like, when you're the only man in the room, you know, you're just like making decisions, and trying to keep things together for others, uh, trying to do your part, and mostly not because you want to, but because you realize that if things go bad, then it's not good, you know, and part of me is like this culmination of growing and learning, helping, growing, learning, helping, do. It has to lead up to something. Like there should be like a mountaintop to reach, a plateau to reach, and then just kind of look around, And, but I don't really believe in that. I don't believe that's gonna happen. Um, oh, I'm not even working on projects anymore. It's kind of depressing. Like I talked about having how being in an evil mindset, I need to do that. That desperation feeling. That's the being in a psychotic type mindset where I'm desperate and like kind of on the fringe of my thinking, and I'm like wildly creative, and like that's not even a possibility right now. I'm like I feel so stable. I don't. I'm saying these words like they're terrible, like stable and um, level minded. That's like in order for me to do those things, I would need a vacation. And a vacation is not a terrible idea. But I've got there's a particular mindset that I have where I'm trying to think of the right example where it's like, I think it's like a race car driver or like something like that, where it's just like, all right, just push this car to as fast as it can go. Next time we're gonna see how further and faster it can go. Let's just keep pushing it. Let's keep on going, team. Let's keep building this race. We're gonna have the fastest, and I'm gonna be the race car driver. You know, we're gonna have the best car. I'm gonna keep. It's like what? It's like why do I keep pushing myself in the race car team, so to speak? Like why? If I've got this like reckless, not reckless so much, but like this drive just to keep pushing things to like bigger, better, stronger, bigger, better, stronger. Let's do it. Let's do it. Woo! And there's no reasoning. It's just irrational. It's completely irrational. But it's just like this dopamine feeling inside of me. It's like, yeah, let's keep on pushing it to the max. Let's just freaking make this the best experience. Let's just keep on experiencing the best. Let's keep on just push it. Everybody, come on, join me. Look at me over here. I'm pushing it. You know, just like, what? Why? Because pushing it is so much more fun. Like, am I pushing it to the limit for funsies? Like, what's going on? Is this how I have fun? By and I think that's honestly like the answer. You know, it's just having fun doing this. You know, fun is irrational. I think it's just fun, and but back to being evil. I think I'm doing a terrible job at that. I'm doing a really, really, really bad at being job at being evil. And like I said, you know, it'd be really good for me. But you know, I'd be able to make relationships. But I'm just over here, just like freaking. I feel like I'm addicted to like being a warrior. You know, it's like, or like that one guy you see in some movies where he's just like, man, I gotta fulfill my destiny. You know, it's like, hey buddy, we're having fun over here. We're gonna go get some drinks. We're gonna go hang out with some girls. He's like, no, I got to fulfill my destiny. Like, dude, you've been fulfilling your destiny for like 20 years now. What are you doing? He's like, yes. Like, dude, you don't even make sense. You just keep saying that's like your catchphrase. You're just like fulfilling your destiny. He's like, yes, and tomorrow I'll be one step closer to fulfilling my. Like, God, this guy. What's the point of this guy? Like, we appreciate this guy's freaking work ethic. Like, what is he doing? It's just like he doesn't even he does like there's like the one guy who works so hard at something, and like every rational explanation as to why this guy would be doing that has been surpassed. Like every reward with effort of that magnitude over a period of time has already, it's like if he just stopped and looked around and like reaped the benefits of his hard work. But no, he just kept on climbing. He just kept on going. And people just eventually just shut up. You know, they're just like, well, I guess if he likes climbing, you know, he's, besides all the crap he's doing, he's inspirational, and he's so far up that wherever that thing he's climbing that he's like reaching down and helping others with his wisdom. experience. So I mean, might as well just let him keep climbing, let him do what he likes doing. Is the guy over there completely crazy for doing what he's doing, irrational and beyond understanding? Absolutely. But damn, is he good at climbing? And then at some point, that guy's climbing, and they're like, "Man, we should really tie a rope to that guy or something, because if he falls from that height, we should really like something should be there to catch that guy." At this point, this guy has done nothing but climb for years, and it looks like at the very least of what he doesn't ask anything of us really. We should at least put a safety net beneath him for all that he has done. Like he clearly, at the very least of what it'll make us feel good just to give him some kind of safety net because he is gonna fall. And there's at some point there's just like this dude climbing a mountain, this endlessly high mountain, and there's just like a group of people at the, or at least it starts with like one person who's just like sitting. You know, they need something to do at night. They're just kind of hanging out. You know, they're smoking or whatever, and they're just like, well, I guess I'm just gonna go to the mountain and watch this guy climb. It's kind of entertaining. You know, it's actually inspirational. And then suddenly there's like a group of people, you know, over a period of time, I should say. And they're just like, well, let's just freaking watch this guy. What is he doing? And they're like new people who've never seen the guy endlessly climb. And they're like, well, wow, look at that guy. And then suddenly there's like a shop that opens up right there for somebody's like selling lemonade. There's a group of people, and like other people are like, "Whoa, that guy's selling lemonade, and making money, and let's start setting up some shops around here." I don't know. So yeah, um, I don't know. I can't even properly get sad anymore. That's what disappoints me. I like being sad. Like it's one of my favorite things to do to be sad is to just sit somewhere and like not grieve but brood. Just be somewhere and brood. Just sit there and just look down. Just like everything is just like it's just dark, you know. Just really just nothing but dark feelings, you know. I can't even do that. Can't even do that. You know, and I'm frustrated. I've talked about in other videos where I can't do things anymore. There's things I just simply cannot do properly. And I think that is part of growing up. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video. And thanks y'all for supporting, and I appreciate y'all for watching. And remember to love yourself, everybody else, and be kind to your local friendly vampire. And y'all have a good night. Bye.